Hi friends, in this video we will talk about the different facts of the plant pathology. As in previous video I discussed about the facts of the plant pathology. So if you have not watched, then you can go and watch that video. So now we will start from here. The first fact is MLOs when appear in the spiral helical shape and are motile known as. So actually when it is spherical in nature, we used to call it as a spiroplasma, and is a genus of molecules and a group of small bacteria without cells. So you know this MLO means mycoplasma like organism. Mycoplasma like organism we used to call the MLO in short form. And in mycoplasma, you know, the cell wall is lacking, but this is also a bacteria. Only difference is this is not having the cell wall. Now the next fact we will talk about: the sum total of all the symptoms and signs is known as the sum total of all symptoms and signs. It means that we used to say this is a syndrome. Syndrome is just a combination of all symptoms and its sign. We can pronounce it as a syndrome. So here we can see that the word syndrome derived from the Greek word meaning concurrence. When the syndrome is paired with a definite cause, suppose you are knowing the definite cause, what is the cause? Is it bacterial or fungal? So on the basis of that, if you are knowing that definitely this is the cause of this syndrome is the bacteria and fungus, so you can pronounce that as a disease when the real cause are confirmed, so that we can say that is a disease. Now the next fact we will discuss here: the first bacterial disease in plant was discovered. So the first bacterial disease is a fire blight of pear. This is the plant of pear, you can see. And this was the first bacterial disease was identified, and this is contagious disease. Contagious means when it will be in the contact with other plant, so that will cause the diseases. Okay, so that's why it is a contagious disease. And it's also affect the apple, pear, and some other member of the family. Rosaceae family, if the plant is belong to the Rosaceae family, and if it will come in the contact with that plant, so it will cause the disease, because it is a contagious in nature, means the disease transmitted to other plant through the contact basis. Okay, now the next question we will discuss here: the fungi causing late blight of potato, white rust of crucifer belong to the order. Means these two diseases, late blight of potato and white rust of crucifer, they belong to the order. Here we can see the order is the Pernospirales, and this is the order of water molds. Here you can see that different, apart from the late blight of potato, white rust of the crucifer, here you can see the other disease also come under this order. Eucalyptus dieback, sudden oak death, and blue mold, these are come under the Pernospirales. And this is a water mold. Water mold come under the family of Umycetus fungi. Okay, these are the family. They have the particular symptom of water molds they will form. So these are the different diseases, and they are come under the order Pernospirales. Now we will talk about the next fact: in rust fungi, repeating spore are. So here you can see the actually the repeating spore is the Uridinospore, and as you know that in fungi itself is having the 5 different spores. So here you can see Uridinospore, then it is Teliospore, Basidiospore. Basidiospore actually go in the resting phase on the alternate host. You can see the barberries, a plant where it go for the hibernation or resting phase. Again it will come in spermatia it will form, and then SEO force, and then again it will affect the wheat. So this is the life cycle of the rust fungi, how different uh, spores it will form, and what is the role of this spores. And this iridium spore actually is spread within the crop. Okay, sexual spore in downy mildew fungi is, sexual spore की बात कर रहा है यहाँ पर. So here ooh spore is a sexual spore in the downy mildew. So what is the ooh spore? You can see here it is a thick walled sexual spore that develop from the fertilized ooh spore in some algae, fungi and oomycetes. Oomycetes are come under the water molds. They are believed to have evolved either through the fusion of the two species or chemically induced stimulant of mycelia and leading to the oospore formation. So here you can see this is the oospore, and this is having very thick wall. Okay, and it is assumption that it may be produced formed by the sexual. You can see the, if the two species will fuse together, here you can see, if suppose two are fused together, then they will form the oospore, or maybe chemically induced stimulation of mycelia, and that will lead to the formation of oospore. Now the next questions we will discuss here. The incidence of blast disease can be reduced by the application of. So right answer is the silicon. If you are applying in the rice field silicon, so silicon is the having the ability to reduce the against the incidence of the blast disease. So here you can say how silicon actually increases resistance to lodging, drought and dry matter accumulation in the rice. So this is the actually the role. Because of this silicon application, the rice attain the resistance to the blast disease also. Now the next question is, the smut fungi belong to the order. Which order smut belongs? The answer is Astilaginales. Okay, and what is smut? Here you can see this is actually the multicellular fungi characterized by their large number of the teliospores. Okay, in the smuts they will form the large number of teliospore, and the smut get their name from the Germanic word for the dirt. Germanic word है भी है, याद रखिएगा. And that is because of the dirt, because of their black dirt is here. You can see the symptoms of the smut. Here the black dirt there that has been formed, and just like teliospore. So actually these are the teliospore, black in the color. So this is actually German word, and from that word the smut word has been derived. And they are mostly Astilaginomycetes and cause the plant diseases. And one of the very good example, you maybe heard about the loose smut of wheat. So this is actually called by Astilagonuda tritici. The causal organism is Astilagonuda tritici that causes the loose smut of the wheat. This is one of the very good example for the smut fungi, and it belong to the Astilaginales order, and they are the multicellular in the characters, and they produce large number of teliospore as mentioned here. And the word smut from is a Germanic word, and it means the dark dirt. Now here we will talk about the vertical resistance is known as. Vertical resistance, you know about that. This is actually the major gene or qualitative or race specific resistance. You may be heard about the vertical as well as horizontal resistance. Vertical resistance is very race specific. Okay, but horizontal is not race specific. And this vertical gene are governed by a single gene of host plant, and this is governed by the horizontal resistance is governed by the many genes of the host plant. And you know this is not durable. This is not durable. Vertical resistance is not durable, and horizontal resistance is a durable. Okay, because vertical resistance is very specific to a particular race. If the other race will attack, that will not show the resistance, but horizontal resistance is resistant to the different races also. So that's why this is durable. So here you can see that a plant variety that exhibit high degree of resistance to a single race or a strain of a pathogen is said to be vertically resistant. Same thing here also saying, and this ability usually controlled by the one or few plant gene. Only one or few plant gene will govern this resistance in the vertical. Okay. Now we will talk about the example of prokaryotes. So Visia, bacteria, and mycoplasma and phytoplasma, these are the example of prokaryote. Prokaryote means single celled organism. So here you can see this is a single celled prokaryote cell. Prokaryote cell are a single celled microorganisms known to be the earliest that are existed on the earth. It is assumed that these were the earliest organism those existed at the earth at a time of early evolution. And prokaryotes include bacteria, archaea, and prokaryote cells consist of a single membranes, and therefore all the reaction occur within the cytoplasm. So here in the prokaryote, this is consisting only single membrane. That's why it is assumed that the most of the reactions are occur within the cytoplasm, and they are free living or parasitic. Sometimes it is free living and maybe sometimes it is parasitic. If it is a parasitic, then it will definitely cause the disease. So maybe you are knowing that there are different bacterial diseases are existing in the plants as well as in the animal system. Now we will talk about the next Moko disease of banana, and this is actually called by the Pseudomonas solanacearum. And here you can see this is also actually known as the bacterial wilt, and this disease actually caused by Pseudomonas solanacearum. And symptoms of this you can see here. This is the symptoms of Moko disease. And as earlier I have told you that this is also you can say that is the bacterial wilt. So these were all about the today's facts of the plant pathology I discussed here. Hope you enjoyed this video. How was this video? Please comment in the comment box and like this video. And if you are new, then subscribe my channel for like this video in the future. And if you have any query, you may comment in my comment box.